right, so y'all know what I'm talking about. But before I talk about it, you know what? My favorite superheroes growing up, without a doubt, were when I was a little boy. My two favorite superheroes were Batman and the Hulk. So we're gonna talk about the Hulk. I just got a I just got a new issue pre-ordered. Let me look it up. There's a really good team working on this new Hulk story, and it's just called Hulk. It's just called Hulk. But I'm gonna get into the summary of it. It's called, well, that's the new Hulk coming out. Well, this is the one I ordered. There's probably a lot more others, obviously, but this is the one I ordered, and it should be coming shortly. But the summary says Mad Scientist Part 1 of 6. So I'm hoping it's good because I already pre-ordered like the first three. But it says Mad Scientist Part 1 of 6. The uncontrollable rage of the Hulk has reached an all new level, and nobody, including the Avengers, is prepared to handle it. But is it really the Hulk that people should be afraid of, or is there something missing to this puzzle? Join the superstar creative team of Donny Cates, hopefully I said that right, and Ryan Otley as they look to the stars for the next era of Hulk. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's good. You know, these they say superstar creative team. It must mean it's gonna be classic. Nah, I hope so. Shit, just bought it. But you know what? Honestly, they have really has, as much as we can say all the sweet great things about Marvel, and we all do for the most part. Um, you know, I consume this stuff. I buy this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that I want to say, man, they have fumbled the Hulk movie so bad. You know what I mean? And obviously they redeemed him with this, with him being in all these different movies, and even though Thor's last movie Ragnarok was incredible, even though that basically was Planet Hulk. You know what I'm saying? They kind of just stole my boy's whole story and gave it to Thor. But I mean that's neither here nor there. But for the most part, man, I don't, they have never gotten the Hulk right, man. They have never gotten these Hulk movies right. And, I still feel like, Mark Ruffalo he's all right, but I'm not too really big on him. You know what I'm saying? He's all right. He's all right, Hulk. I thought he did his thing in that first Avengers movie. That first Avengers movie was incredible, man. But after that, man, it seemed like he just got neutered, and me being a fan of the Hulk and the Hulk being my favorite. The Hulk has always been my favorite character. You know what I'm saying? In DC, as far as DC is concerned, he's always been my favorite. Like I said, I have two favorite superheroes. It was always Batman and it was always the Hulk. I remember being a little kid, I always had those two action figures. And the Hulk was just awesome because he was just big and he was strong, and no matter, essentially he was limitless because the stronger he get, the angrier he got, the stronger he became. And so that was just a dope premise for me. That always was. And he did his thing in the first one, the first Avengers movie, and after that, it seemed like they could just completely neuter him. He had bits and pieces here and there. Obviously he was also able to do his thing in Ragnarok, but just the times where he was able to really show his strength, it was too far in between for me. And like I said, I'm not really too big on the actor. You know, don't know him from anything else really. Don't know him from anything else really, other than the Avengers. But apparently he's gonna have a show coming out. We'll see what they do there. I mean, I am excited about that. And they're gonna have a She-Hulk on Disney Plus, so I'm excited about that. I think that show has the potential to do really good. Um, they're gonna introduce more characters through that. They don't miss through the Disney Plus. I haven't watched too many shows that I didn't like on Disney Plus. Well, as far as Marvel's concerned, um, but yeah, man, they neutered him, and I know what people are gonna say. Yeah, but Chance, he saved the day. He was able to absorb the radiation in the Infinity Gauntlet, and he saved the world and all that. Look, I get all that. Okay, I get all that. But in a vacuum of just this topic, as far as him getting this comeuppance as being like you know, we don't. When I think about the Hulk, the totality of the Hulk and Bruce Banner, I don't, I think of a scientist that's trying to hold this monster at bay, and then when the monster gets unleashed, he kicks ass. My guy got completely neutered in Infinity War, man. And obviously you got to give the actor his screen time, so I understand the optics of that. But man, it was just they fumbled his character so bad, man. And I think as a result, that's why you're getting these shows. That's why you're getting this Marvel show of the Hulk eventually at some point. I don't think it's going to be coming out for maybe like 2 years, but that's why you get the She-Hulk, so they can introduce. I mean, obviously they're gonna introduce her, but they can also, but to also bring Bruce Banner and the Hulk back. And you know what I want to see? I want to see. I wasn't even gonna say that part. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I really expounded upon this topic. But I don't want to see the sophisticated, you know, Hulk where he's merged with Bruce Banner and he's at the, he has the glasses and he's all like, articulate, you know what I'm saying? Like yours truly. I don't want to see that, man. I want to see this dude. I want to see him rage out, man. So hopefully what happens, because they can still salvage the Hulk. What I think would be pretty dope is if, um, put him in a situation where, you know, put him in a circumstance where, something really bad happens to Bruce Banner and he loses it again. That's the only way you're going to get the fans on board with that shit again. Because if you don't have a scenario where he's, the stakes are high for Bruce Banner, and, if we don't have a situation where the stakes are at their highest for Bruce Banner, and the Hulk rages out, comes out, and becomes like the most strongest, angriest we've ever seen him, then what's the damn point? You know what I'm saying? What would be the point? Because I tell you one thing, no one wants to see this sophisticated Hulk. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you that for sure. Like, don't nobody want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And then when he was done, his arms in the slink and it's like looking like rotisserie chicken. Man, don't nobody want to see that, man. I want to see the Hulk go to work, man. And that's me being biased because he's my favorite character. Go to work, man. Heal the arm up. First of all, can we get that as fans? Can his hand not look like it's been roasted on a Spitfire? Can we get that first? You know what I'm saying? We have that full strength, and then once he gets angry, you know what I'm saying? Once he comes out and then gets angry, and then, the stakes are really high. Maybe Bruce Banner loses someone. Maybe, they feel like maybe the council of the Avengers, whatever. I mean, this is a movie. I mean, not a movie, but this is a storyline. You know what I'm saying, that they could expound upon. It's somewhere, right? I think it's Planet Hulk, right? It's that part. He loses it, and then he ends up. They shoot him off to another planet. Tony Stank. Tony Stark and the rest of the Avengers sends him off to another planet because when the Hulk comes out, he's just too enraged for anyone to deal with. You know what? Now that I think about it, they did have the one. I want to say the three movies. The three movies where I feel like the Hulk had any comeuppance as far as showing how, destructive he is, and that's why we come to see the Hulk. Was obviously Thor Ragnarok, and you had Avengers Ultron, Age of Ultron, and I always get that movie shit, but it's actually a better movie than I get it credit for, and also the first Avengers. But other than those three movies, I mean. No, most people would be like, "Oh, well, yeah, he saved the day," but I mean, come on, that was great. That was great that he saved the day, right? So his character has a whole complete 360 arc. I get that part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about from a fan standpoint and not necessarily. He saved the universe. We got that. But like I said, I'm talking about in a vacuum. This topic in a vacuum. I need the Hulk to be the Hulk. I don't need the Bruce Banner smart Hulk, but no, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna go that far, I want to even take it further. Split them apart, so I can just get the Hulk. Then, if we're gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna have him where he's smart and all that and whatever intellectual, just give me the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't gonna do that. So what I'm suggesting, I mean, as a fan, that's actually consuming this stuff, right? Because I'm actually reading, I'm actually supporting the comics. Unlike people that just want this in the comic and that in the comic and don't support it. Make him angry. And I'm going out to see the movies too, so make him angry. I got my Disney Plus, subscription. I'm watching the shows too. Make him angry beyond what we've seen.